Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to week number 9, or the first round of the playoffs. As you can see, the teams warming up here. We have the Stingers and the Wombats. Taking a look at the stats, goals for and against, pretty similar right there. Win percentage, exactly the same. Came out with the same record. Goals over opponent per game is right there. Two very evenly matched teams. Went 1-1 against each other this season with the exact same score of 9-7 in both of those games. So both of these teams are pretty evenly matched. We will see how these games today go. We have a best of 3 series, so whatever team wins 2 games out of 3 will move on to the next round. So as we're starting out here, some pretty good action, some good passing there by the Stingers. This is kind of like a replay of week 1 all over again, and it should be a really good series. These two teams are definitely the powerhouses going in. The North has definitely been the stronger division in terms of dominating teams, and I think that whoever wins this game has a pretty good chance of going all the way to the championship. Stingers get on the board first in game 1. Welcome to the playoffs. They get the first goal of all time in the playoffs. They had the first goal of all time in the regular season. They had the first win of all time in the regular season, and they're going to try to do it again in the playoffs here. But the Wombats fire right back, 1-1. You expect it from the Wombats, you really do at this point. Some great defense by the Wombats and some good pushback by the defense. The Wombats taking the lead. The Stingers never want to see that, because that is how if you get behind on the Wombats, that's a good recipe to lose, but they get a quick one back there. The team seem a little bit slow, a little bit nervous off the post there. Stingers shooting into their own net. Probably shouldn't be doing that. So we're not really seeing the Wombats' normal style here, and there is another goal, so maybe some nerves there. The Wombats were not really ground and pounding here. A little delay right here, but the Wombats are not really doing what they normally do. A little worrying. Not really getting those opportunities, the repeated opportunities as they have normally been. It kind of looks more like a slower game, but we do have a tie, so they are still in this. Both of these teams, very competitive. Stingers just blasting at home. That offense has been there, and there's another one for the Stingers. Just put 2 in a row, getting up on the scoreboard there. Unreal. 2 great goals right there. See if the Stingers can continue this offensive success. And look at the little drain. Tiny little slow roller gets in there, and the Wombats trying to respond, really struggling right here. They do not want to get behind in the series against a team like the Stingers, because getting 2 in a row on them probably isn't going to happen. Some good passing there by the Stingers, some great offense, and there they are. The offensive forecheck makes another dent. It is now 7-3, and the Wombats look a little bit flustered. It's a little bit shocking to me that they are not coming out with the tenacity that they usually do. And there's another one for the Stingers, so game 1 looks to be locked up, unless the Wombats can really come back. But I don't see that happening. And there it is, game 1 for the Stingers, just like that. We're going to be moving straight into game 2 here in just a moment, but just to recap that, it was all Stingers. They definitely knew what they were doing. They knew what they wanted to do, and they came out and won. So we're going to start right back into game 2. The Wombats now immediately take another deficit there. The Wombats not playing like they want to. This is not the team we are used to seeing from them. It's a little bit insane, and there is another goal for the Stingers. It's almost nuts how well they are doing. The Wombats get one back there, and there's another one for the Stingers off the defenseman. Stingers really dominating this entire series so far. A 3-1, 3-2 lead, but still getting that early lead. Usually the team that scores first, but look at the patience there by the Wombats to get that one in. Usually the team that scores first seems to be winning, and there's another great goal, but there's no official stats on that because I haven't tracked that, but we haven't tracked the actual stats on that, but I would assume that the team that scores first usually wins. It's kind of how it goes in most sports. Except for like probably basketball, but regardless, we are not talking about a horrible sport of basketball. We're talking about a wonderful sport of mini foosball, in which the Wombats dominate, and they're getting a goal right there. This is a team that you do not want to mess with. You don't want to get ahead. You don't want to get behind. And look at that great patience. What a shot by the Stingers. That offensive forward just held it, and just fired it. Another great shot there by the Stingers. 6-4 Wombats. playoff hopes are slipping, but they get one right back. So this is it. This could be it for the Wombats if they do not figure out a way to get some goals on the board a little bit faster and have some defense. I can't believe the lack of defense there. Towards the end of the season, the Wombats definitely were one of the better defensive teams, but it doesn't seem like they really want it right now. The Stingers trying to get one. Look at off the post there. That could be a game changer. Wombats, their usual style, and shoots one all the way back. So the Wombats bring that all the way back to their own goal. What a big mistake there. Hopefully they can come back from that. But it looks pretty dire. They are going to need a crazy comeback. And there it is. The Stingers will take the victory. A 2-0 series sweep. They will be moving on to the next round just like that. Absolutely insane. We did not expect that at all from them. This was just a great series by the Stingers, and it's really going to tell in the future how good they're going to be. As you can see, they're moving up in the bracket. I want to thank you guys for watching, and next week we will be playing the Raptors versus Eagles, so we'll see who will get the victory there.